Hey, Laura. How's it going?
Hi, Christine. It is Monday, September 15th, and
Mhm.
I think you and I are super stoked and excited for this week.
Oh my
What
gosh.
is going on? What's happening to Munching on Molecules?
Oh my goodness. So Laura and I, we are going to be hitting the road. Well, first we're getting on an airplane and then we'll be hitting the road. We are heading out to Toronto,
Rana.
Toronto, for the amazing CHFA East that's happening out in the city, CHFA Now East. We had been out to Vancouver earlier this year, and now we're going to the other coast to spend times with our friends at CHFA, the conference, the expo, the education series. So excited to get out there. When are we heading out, and what are we
Oh my
contemplating
goodness.
right now?
Oh my goodness. Am I going to do the big reveal? The big reveal. So CHFA Now starts on Friday with a whole bunch
Mhm.
of workshops and sessions. And then on Friday afternoon at 5 to 6:30 p.m. in room 206 BCD. Write this down, listeners. CHFA Launchpad. Christine,
Launchpad.
what is Launchpad for those that don't know?
Oh my goodness. So we saw this take place in Vancouver, and literally it was standing room only. A panel of judges. There were entrepreneurs in the health space, not just food products, but then health
Mhm.
products as well, pitching their ideas. So that's going to be taking place, that same kind of format out CHFA East. So really exciting to see the companies that are coming to the table to pitch their idea. And I believe there's like a really wonderful grand prize, but the judges look so fantastic. There's Frances Parison from Nielsen IQ, Monica Walker from Healthy Planet, Margaret Coons from Nuts for Cheese, and Ju Young Yo from Suku Vitamins that'll be on the
Mhm.
judges panel. So excited to get out there.
And emceed by the lovely Kevin Lamb
So good.
and co-hosted by us truly, Christine and
Yours,
Lara, Munchie and
yours truly,
Molecules.
munching on molecules.
Toronto, I am so excited to come meet all of you and listen to these 8 finalists pitch. They
Hmm.
have 2 minutes to
Amazing.
pitch their business and who they are and what they stand for. If it is anything like Vancouver, you literally could not get into this room if you aren't there like by 4:55. It was elbows up because you could not get a seat in the room. It was like standing room only. It was amazing. I'm so excited.
And the energy in the room
Yeah.
that, everyone's so supportive. I think that's what's so special about this industry, that we love to support fellow entrepreneurs and to be there on site. Like this could be a wonderful jump up for those who are looking to make an even deeper impact in the industry that we share here in Canada. So that's so exciting.
Yeah, and then so if we back up a little bit, so Friday morning, so the
Mhm.
actual workshop and conference starts at 8:30. There's a breakfast, a Rise and Unite breakfast, and it's hosted by Kevin Lim again. We were so excited to see him be the moderator at CHFA Now Vancouver. And there's a whole slew of really great speakers at this breakfast. If you have a ticket to the show, you can come on to this conference. And then amazing sessions that follow through, Christine. Which ones are you excited for?
Oh, there's so many. Okay. I was, we're all about planning because as we talked about in previous episodes, especially for CHFA West and then of course Expo West, it's all
Mhm.
about game planning because there are so many interesting topics. And it's tough because some of them are going on at the same time. So
I
for
know.
us, like we divide and conquer, we will not be going to the same sessions unless we're both hardcore keen on that topic. But some of the most exciting ones, especially working in product development, thinking about positioning for better for you products. I do think about GLP-1. I think
Mhm.
about other pathways in. So I'm really excited to check out the GLP-1, the future of metabolic health. That's one of the sessions. And that's going to be, I think, the speaker on that is Mark Vassal from ProVita Nutrition. Super excited about that. That's a brand school side of things. Oh my goodness. And there's also
Oh my
innovation
gosh.
on a budget, big
Oh,
ideas,
who's
lean
facilitating
resources.
that one?
Yeah, so our friends at CFIN, so Canadian Food Innovation Network, Richa Gupta, so she will be along with Marcia Drucker from CFIN as well.
Oh,
So they'll be co-facilitating, and then Jason Lee will be also on that panel. Super exciting because innovation is so critical
mhm.
in everything that we do, right? So always thinking about how can we create products with meaning? How can we meet consumers where they're at today, but then also in the future? If we can do it in a lean and nimble way, fantastic. Like let's do that so we can get more exciting products that fill the gaps.
I'm pouting because at the same time at 2:30 is the future of women's health, insights into Canadian women's well-being and the role of natural, organic, and wellness. Christine, I really want to go to the innovation one, but Lindsay and Aaron from CHFA will be giving a sneak peek to their new women's health study. This is the benefits you get when you are a CHFA member. You get all kinds of really amazing Canadian insights, and women's
Mhm.
health is one of the themes that we love to explore here at Munching Molecules. Heads up 2026, we're going to have a lot of these topics on our pod. So super excited that they're doing this, Aaron and Lindsay. Oh my gosh, it's the same time. It's 2:30. But that's okay. We divide and conquer, like you said. What do we do? Oh my goodness. And you know what's happening the same time? At
What? Oh my goodness.
2:30?
There's so many things.
Our friends, our legal friends and advisors from
Legal friends.
Howling at 2:30, navigate compliance with confidence, insights from the experts. Laura, who we met, I
Oh my gosh.
believe, at Expo West, and Dr. JP Powers, who we had on the pod. They are presenting around the same time. So if you are walking the show and you have 3 people with you in your group,
Divide and
split,
conquer.
divide and conquer.
Buddy
Unfortunately,
system it out.
I know we can't clone each other.
I
Otherwise,
know.
I go to all these 3. It's so
Mhm.
amazing. What else? What else is on this show? Oh my gosh, and so many amazing other little sessions and workshops. And of course, there's
Mhm.
networking breaks. And you know what else? I'm just excited to be in Toronto, Christine. It's
Me
been
too.
a while. We're heading there a little bit early.
We are.
Yeah, so maybe back up a day before the show. We've got some exciting events that we're heading to in the evening, and hopefully we see some of you listeners. Please do tap us on the shoulder and say hello.
Yes, indeed.
What are we going to on Thursday? What's happening?
Oh my gosh, there's so many things.
Oh my
I
God.
have to pull my calendar out for this
Okay, you know what?
conversation apparently.
I'm the handler.
Is it is it
Yes.
an organic
Yes.
association?
The
Tell me
Canadian
more.
Organic Trade Association Organic Month Mingler at
Yes.
Miller Street Brewery. Super excited. But again, darn again, because a little bit later is the BDC and Be Local, an evening of purpose, insights, and connections. So this is an event that's joined or partnership with CHFA Now at the new BDC Square in Toronto. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. You need to pay for this ticket if you haven't already. What time does it start? It starts in the evening. I'm just going to say I don't have my calendar
It
in front of
starts in
me.
the evening.
It starts in the
We've given enough
evening.
information for people to do their homework, but perhaps we'll leave a
Yes,
link.
Google.
We can also leave a
We
link in
can-
our
Certainly, it starts in the evening, but it's on Thursday, and so excited. I went to a Be Local chapter here in Vancouver, and I met some
Yeah.
really amazing people outside of CPG and just strong supporters of the Be Local B Corp certification, which I think has been going through a couple of changes, but really good changes. So excited to see this trio, B Corp, CHFA Now, and BDC together.
That's
I
huge.
think it's going to be a great evening to kick off CHFA Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yes, indeed. The trifecta of
Oh, the
networking
trifecta.
and learning and sharing.
Totally.
I think there's a lot of interesting initiatives going on, especially on the B Corp side. And I know that that's a topic that we're planning to share a little bit more in this podcast as we get into our next season. And I'm a little bit I'm looking at my preparations and everything. I know we're struggling because we're like, do we try to cram and jam everything into a carry-on suitcase? And I
goodness.
think we both come to the conclusion that we must check in our luggage because we're going to get we're going to go to all the different retailers in the area. We're going to do some retail visits. We're going to meet up with friends. We're going to hit up some wonderful restaurants that are in the Toronto area. Oh my gosh, the food scene is so good. And also, of course, all of our kits. So we're going to be bringing our mics and stuff because we're going to be doing additional interviews on site. And we're so excited. And also hanging out with our buddy, Phil from This Comrade's Life. Can't wait.
I'm so excited. Phil lives in Toronto restaurant space. By live, like he'll send me a WhatsApp message on some dish that he ate in Toronto. So he's so excited. I'm so excited to do like a recording of us just noshing.
Oh, yes.
Wouldn't that be
Noshing.
fun? We're
Lots of
so
noshing.
excited. Heads up, Phil. You don't know what you're in for when you have dinner with Christine and I.
Yeah, You might need like a full 10 hours of sleep before hanging out, before and after, just to recoup. Yeah,
Just saying.
just saying.
But, Christine, this is both our first time to CHFA now in Toronto,
True.
and I'm so excited to see. I mean, same things, right? On Saturday, the show opens, the floor opens at 10 a.m., but there's, of course, Incubator Alley, which
Mm.
I know the two of us will head there first and check the booths out at Incubator Alley. And just so excited to see the different type of companies that exhibit
Mhm.
at CHFA Now Toronto versus Vancouver. And like you said, just excited to see people that we have been Zooming for a while this year and haven't met in person. Stoked. Stoked. But CHFA isn't CHFA without the parties. So there is one Saturday. There's a couple things happening, but I just saw on LinkedIn a ping pong party. I don't know
What?
about you, but I'm not ready to play ping pong. But this sounds fun. It was on LinkedIn. It's at Spin Toronto, Saturday, September 20th. 8 to 10 is
Oh.
ping pong, and then lounge
Mhm.
and music 10 to midnight. And it sounds fun. It says its opener is hosting an open ping pong party. So
Oh my
get
gosh.
ready. Get ready.
Oh my
Roll
gosh.
those sleeves up.
And then there's
And
gonna
then, and then,
be
and then. Oh
then
my goodness.
the voice of okay, the
No,
awards. Okay, come
no.
on, please talk about this quick.
Okay.
Let's a little sneak in. So, what industry voice awards that's coming up? Super exciting. You've been nominated, which is so wonderful. That's coming up on Saturday. Can't wait for that. We'll keep
Yes.
everyone posted. I know you're cringing right now
Oh.
as I'm talking about it,
I'm
but that's
cringing.
okay because
I'm
you're
gonna hide
humble.
behind my mic.
That is the biggest pop screen, by the way. So
Hello. Saturday, 5 to 7. Right after the show, go upstairs,
right
Ballroom
after.
D. I think it's upstairs. I don't know. I'm guessing it's upstairs because I've never been to the Beanfield Center, but it's Ballroom D at 5 to 7 is the
We'll
industry
investigate.
awards.
We'll keep you posted.
I'll keep you posted.
And then side note,
Launchers.
is that
Yes,
everything
I
we want to
know.
talk about? There's so much that we want to
Wait,
talk about on the
wait.
CHFA side. And
What?
then we're heading out to, oh my goodness, Prince Edward Island
Where are we going?
right after the show. And we've got a
I
whole
want
series of interviews that are going to be taking place on the island. And there's so much great work that's being done out there, natural resources, innovation. We'll keep you posted on what that looks like, but that's going to be super fun. And I can't wait to work for us to meet with the food community out there.
Totally. I mean, we did Island Energy Vancouver Island Edition. Now this
Yes, we
is
did.
East Coast Edition. Oh, I'm
Mhm.
so excited. I cannot wait. I've never been to PEI,
Yeah,
so this has
you're
been
gonna
on my
love it.
bucket list. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
used to
eat
live
so
out
much food.
there, and
Oh,
we are so fortunate because I think the weather's gonna be phenomenal, knock on wood,
perfect.
and we're going to be checking out this International Shellfish Festival, that'll be taking place on the weekend, and super excited to get out there for that. So many things.
So many things, Christine. Key takeaways for our listeners heading into CHFA.
Yes.
What is your strategy when, because there's going to be some parties happening or maybe some drinkies, and you and I, we only enjoy like a couple glasses of wine. What have you discovered this weekend?
Guys, okay, so I've heard about this brand, and this is like such a plug,
I
and
know.
And I
Sorry.
call this research because this past weekend I did some research and we had gone to a festival and I had a couple of beverages I really enjoyed. We love tasting, we love the sensory experience. And I ended up I was just like, I'm just gonna give this a whirl. Ended up having a couple beverages and ended up trying this No Days Wasted. I'm sure you guys are familiar, but tried their DHM blend. And guys, I felt yeah, it felt totally fine the next day. It was pretty amazing. I woke up early and I went and did my schoolwork because that was part of
Cool.
my morning. I was working on a paper and I'm like, okay, I've got this is great. So I want to share this. I'm certainly gonna be packing some of these little sups in my bag because yeah,
Mhm.
super helpful. Hopefully this is a little poke. We'd love to get that company on as well on the podcast.
Amazing product.
Talking science. Yeah.
So I tried their other, I can't remember the name of it, but the first
The
original
sachets.
caps. Yeah, on the cruise
Oh,
when we
okay.
went to the Bahamas and, cruising with those boozy cocktails and the
The
martini bar
sugar,
on
all
the
the stuff.
cruise.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, it really helped. So, if you feel like Christine and I need a couple more no days wasted pills to pop and
Feel
try,
free.
part of research,
Yes,
feel
this is
free.
all about
That's right.
research.
No, but you know what? I think hydration and make sure you do keep some room in your luggage for samples because I'm so excited to do some store visits too. There's a
Definitely.
whole bunch of retailers that we don't have here on the West Coast, so super excited to see what that store is like. We're going to do maybe some live videos on the layout and what's trending there. I mean, I'm just excited to see Farm Boy, honestly. I just
Same.
love Farm
I
Boy. I don't
love
know why.
Farm Boy. I would love to. I want to dig into that, by the way, a little bit more, but that'll be later on.
Absolutely. Later on. But
Later. Yeah.
yeah, so if any of you are heading to CHFA now in Toronto, please, please, please tap us on the shoulder. Don't be afraid. We don't bite. We want to say hi. We want to meet you in person.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you have some guests that you think would be wonderful on the pod or business owners, founders, food innovators, chefs, scientists, you name it. We love the food industry and we'd love to be able to support. So feel free to let us know if there's someone you'd love to hear on the podcast. We're all ears. We've got some exciting guests lined up for the next few months and then into Q1 of 2026.
Oh
But
my
yeah,
gosh.
we're continuously building the roster with amazing guests that are sharing there's stories and useful
Mm-hmm.
tips and tricks and what they've learned along the way. So super grateful for all that feedback.
Super grateful. All right, listeners.
All
See you
right.
soon.
Yeah. Have a great week. See you in a few
On
days.
days, like
I was
we're
gonna say
heading on the plane on Wednesday.
I'll see you in a
Oh
few
my
days, 2 days.
goodness.
Okay.
Bye,
Amazing.
my friend.
See you.
Thanks so much for joining us. We love this conversation and can't wait to share our next guest. If you have a food innovator or founder that you'd like to recommend as a guest on our podcast, please reach out to us on LinkedIn or leave your recommendation in the comments section.
If you like what you're hearing, the best way to support us is to share our podcast with a friend and subscribe, and you'll never miss a beat. Until next time, food friends.